Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for your likes, comments, and for subscribing. So this is going to be a reading for the collective. So whoever is drawn to this video, let's see what the most important message is for those who are drawn to this video. The Hanged Man, Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, King of Cups, Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, Strength, Three of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Okay, you are at a crossroads with this Two of Wands, so you feel like you have a choice. Some of you don't even know that you have a choice, and it feels like you could actually feel like you have no other choice but to let go of a connection that you want. And you may not be realizing that this letting go, this surrender, this acceptance of your situation, I'll tell you about your love interest in just a minute, but you might not be realizing that you are at a crossroads. It's like you can choose to stay stuck, or you can surrender, let go, and move into this new timeline where it's like you don't even realize that everything is going to be attracted to you, because this energy of letting go is magnetic. And then I see this energy building around you, but you feel like you don't want to let go, and that's why it feels like suffering. If with the Hanged Man, this can be like suffering. But it's really when we have to let go of ego, what we think that we want, so that we can move into alignment with what the soul wants, with our own fate. I feel like you've been through a lot. There could have been a connection that really affected you, some kind of betrayal, or just feeling devastated. And I really see that in your energy, you have this capacity to connect deeply. Like you have this self-knowledge that not everyone has. So it's like when you come into a connection, when you are offering someone connection, it's like a real connection. With King of Cups, I just see that you have this capacity to honestly show people themselves, to show people their own depths, to like actually have a real connection, a connection that isn't fake. It's not superficial. You're very sincere and genuine. If you are watching this, I'm getting that this is you. But then it's like you just feel like, I don't know, it's like your depth. It's like you're so deep in like a superficial world, a world that is like in love with the illusion of the self. You know, it's like so many people don't even know themselves, and then they choose relationships, they get involved in relationships when they don't even know themselves. So it's illusory. That's what I'm getting. So with Ten of Swords, if you have experienced betrayal, this devastation, what feels like a loss, I really see it energetically. It's like your love interest, whoever you're dealing with, they want you. So it's like, why is this Like, I don't see the experience of connecting. And it's because energetically, someone is resisting this depth, this intensity. And you could feel very attracted to someone, you could feel this lust. But I'm getting to hold back from someone. It could be, you know what I just saw? If you actually connected with this person. So if this is resonating, I feel like there's this idea of this connection with this person, but you feel like you didn't get the connection. Like, it just feels more like a loss or like suffering. Like, you could be in love and you feel like you're suffering. Or there's a desire to connect with someone. There's this attraction, but then it just feels like this suffering. Like, you have no other choice but to let go. And I do see you walking away with 8 of Cups. The cards are saying to walk away, to let go. One thing I'm seeing is that if you got the connection, like if you really found out who this person is, or maybe their capacity to give love, because they haven't fully matured. They haven't. They are in the process of like maturing. If you connected with this person, you might find out that you feel like you see them just as a friend. This could be an earth sign, could be someone you work with. You could also be dealing with a fire sign or water sign. I also see that someone could be trying to hold back from you because they are involved in a relationship. So it feels like you have no other choice but to walk away. And I see this situation encouraging you to connect with yourself, your own sensuality. So you could start like really focusing on yourself, your health. You could even start a business. Like, I'm seeing a lot of success, and somehow this situation is connected to you like upgrading your life. Even with 6 of Swords, there is a need to move forward, to let go and to like surrender, to move into this acceptance where you just start to feel this peace and you start to connect with yourself, like your own bodily knowing, because there's something about being very attracted to someone but not seeing how this would actually play out if you got this person. So with 2 of Wands, you have a choice. You're at a crossroads to stay stuck or to move into higher levels of consciousness, which may mean walking away. And then Page of Pentacles, you're really connecting with the self-knowledge. Like, you have information that you may not be seeing because there could be this attraction, this connection. They're holding back from you. Like, I'm getting that they want you, but are they on your level? Let's see. Tell me more about strength. The Hierophant. While they're thinking about it, so this person is aware that they're holding back from you, or that they messed this up, or that they mess it up by holding back from this connection, because it feels like they're still thinking about this, but it's like they're connecting with their own depths. This person has not done this yet, and so it's interesting. You could feel like this despair, this devastation, because you have this capacity to feel intensely and to offer someone like this real connection. This could be someone who is used to superficial connections because they don't really know themselves. The Hierophant is all about connecting with the inner self. So this could be someone who is holding back from you, but they are beginning to connect more deeply with themselves. They're asking themselves questions like, who am I? What do I value? What do I want? Could be a Taurus. It's like your energy, you are like the spiritual love. This is what you offer this person, but if they don't know themselves, then they won't reach for the spiritual love, you know? And even energetically, it's like they could hold back from it because it intimidates them. It intimidates their ego identity, because this kind of love, this kind of a connection, it would dissolve the ego. It's like falling in love. It's like a death to one's ego. And look at this. This is what you are experiencing. And this is why. This is actually you moving into higher levels of consciousness, because you're letting go of ego. Maybe even letting go of like your personal desires, what you think that you want, what the ego wants, so that you can elevate, so that you can get something greater. Is there anything else that you need to know about this person? Well, I mean, look at this. Their energy feels very like they're holding on to ego, fears, what is ultimately dissatisfying, but they are beginning to feel like dissatisfied with the status quo. Which is why there is this contemplation. 9 of Swords underneath the deck. They're thinking a lot about this, but I feel like you are choosing yourself, protecting your energy. So, surrender. This is all about surrender to the divine. Trust your soul, trust in divine timing, and trust that what you want is ahead of you. You are releasing this pain, this suffering, walking away from everything that separates you from yourself, and you are love. Don't you feel like so many people like hold back from like real love because it would be this death to one's identity, and you have someone like thinking about who they are? You really do, especially when you really value yourself, your peace of mind. So don't be afraid to let go, to surrender. Alright, I hope this resonated. I hope that it helped. Let me know if it did. I would love to hear your comments, and I'll see you next time.